Holy shit, YouTube. So the first snake that I ever got was a ball python. I've kept reptiles, chameleons, geckos, all kinds of lizards, turtles. I've kept reptiles for, going on 20 years. But snakes I really just got into in the last 2 or 3 years. The first snake that I got was a ball python named Snacc the snake. I raised him from a newborn, and he had the best personality of any snake I've ever had. And he went missing. I kept him in a plastic sweater box with the brackets that clamp over the top, and I thought that was secure. Also, again, my first snake, so I had to make all my mistakes with him, unfortunately. But one night he escaped, and I saw the sweater box was unclasped, so I figured I had forgot to clasp it. Anyway, he escaped, and I found him just a few feet away from his enclosure. And I said, oh, that's my bad, I left it unclasped. 2 days later, he escaped again. I know for a fact that I had done both the clasps, so I realized that he was able to break out. And ever since, I've put weight on top of all of my enclosures of that kind. But Snacc was missing. I tore the apartment apart. I looked in every nook and cranny. I took apart, the oven. I looked inside suitcases that were tucked away in closets, and I was distraught, That was 8 months ago that happened. The first month or so, I was hopeful that he would come back. I had the idea that the only place he could be, because I really tore the place apart, was this little gap between where this kitchen sink goes into the wall and the actual wall. There's a little gap. So he must have got into the walls, and I like to think that he was living his best life in the walls of my apartment complex, eating rats. But it was more likely that he was just, maybe he found a warm pipe to wrap around, and he was just gonna slowly wither away in there. And it broke my heart, and I had nightmares about it, and I felt guilty about it for so long. And today, this was at Christy's house, back when I was living at Christy's house. I don't even live there anymore. And today I woke up to 20 text messages, all in caps, from Christy, with some pictures. And Snacc is back. She found my snake. Sure enough, he was under the kitchen sink area, which I checked a million times, so I don't know. He was away, and he's found his way back, or he was just a few feet into that hole in the wall and finally decided to come out. I don't know. This is amazing. These snakes can go a year without food in the wild, and we've seen them do it in captivity as well. The reality is that it's a cold-blooded, low metabolism animal, but still, I was sure he was dead. I was sure that I was responsible for this animal's slow and painful death by starvation. And he's back, and he looks healthy. He's drinking water like mad, but I'm gonna go over there right now. We're gonna see this animal. Check it out, you guys. My first ever snake, Snacc, is back. This guy has been missing in the walls of my apartment building for 8 months plus. And he looks amazing. Not a scratch on him. He's as friendly and curious as ever. I brought over a frozen mouse that we're gonna feed him right now. He's been hydrating overnight, just drinking tons of water. I can't believe, I never thought I'd see this guy again. I had nightmares about it. I felt terribly guilty about it. I really thought he was a goner, and he's back. My favorite snake, I play favorites with these guys, and this is the best one I ever had. He's got so much confidence, so much personality, so much curiosity, and I thought he's back from the dead. I thought that he was gone forever. This is an animal that I love as much as you would a dog. It's like my dog ran away and came back 8 months later. This is really kind of an emotional moment for me right now. Hey, buddy, I missed you. He's the friendliest. He's the best. I take him to the park. We hang out on the grass. I just can't believe he's back in my life. Let's get you fed, buddy. How did you survive? What did you drink? I know you can go 8 months without food, but I don't know if you can go 8 months without water. I'm gonna try to talk to Christy, do a little CSI Miami right now, and figure out how this all came to pass. Okay, tell me everything.
Well, I'm really hungover, but I came home last night little drunk and decided to make some ramen. And when I went to go throw out the sauce packet, I just like threw it absentmindedly into the garbage, which is underneath my cupboard. And when I went back to stir my ramen, I just like had this weird feeling that I had to look back at the garbage because something wasn't right. And I like opened up the cupboard again, and Snacc immediately just like snacked out of there because he's like the most curious, friendly snake, and he just crawled up my arm, and I immediately started crying because I also love Snacc. He is the best snake. And yeah, and then he just chilled around my neck while I went and got water in a little tub for him for overnight, and even then he wanted to come out and party, and I missed him. I was so happy to find him.
Can you believe it?
No, I thought he was dead. This apartment everything got turned over. Every piece of clothing, every corner got scrubbed. He was not in the apartment.
Yeah, you've even done like renovations.
Yeah, he was not in the apartment. I thought he was dead. Yeah, I thought that he would crawl into a neighboring apartment through the walls and that they would freak out and kill him. I also thought that if they would do construction after I left, that they'd find his little skeleton in the walls or underneath something.
Yeah, I've heard stories like that.
Yeah, I for sure thought that he was dead. But yeah, he wasn't even dusty.
He looks exactly like when he went away.
Yeah, and he's so sweet.
I mean, we can call him a 3-year-old snake now, and we can say that he's a little small because he hasn't eaten, but he's not emaciated like those other snakes we've seen, which is a testament to how badly those other snakes that I rescued, if you've seen the rescue video, must have been treated to be that skinny and in such rough shape. Love you, buddy. All right, gang, so let's take a tour of the area in question, the scene of the crime. This apartment is very small, very self-contained. I searched every inch of it without exaggeration. And my conclusion was that he came here. Let me get the flash on. Okay, so a little bit gnarly, but here we are under the sink. That's the sink, that's the wall. There is the hole. That's where he went, I'm sure of it. I don't know what that leads to. You can see pipes on either side here. And I bet some of them are warm, which is, reptiles need heat. And I don't know if this leads to a complex series of tunnels and pathways that he could roam the building with, or if it just goes down to here and he was just sitting there for 8 months. I tried to stick my camera in there with the flash on and review the footage. I tried calling his name into that hole. I tried everything. But I just knew that he was gone through here, and that if he was coming back, it would be of his own accord. And sure enough, that's what happened. She found him here yesterday night. And I can't believe it. Snaccarino, are you the best boy? Are you the best boy in town? Yes, you are. You're back. We missed you. We love you. I know, you think I got a mouse for you. I do. It's thawing. Just wait a little longer. You've waited 8 months. You can wait 10 more minutes. I picked this guy up off of Kijiji from a breeder for $30 when he was 100 grams. He hatched, he shed his skin, he had 2 meals, and then he was mine. He doesn't have the part of the brain that allows for love and affection, but I think I was heavily imprinted on him since I had him from such a young age, and we had so much interaction, and we had such a strong friendship, if you will, and I think a lot of his memory is based on scent. Just by the way he's acting right now, I like to think that he is happy to see me. He remembers me. I'm the hand that feeds. Or maybe not, but let me have my moment, okay? Okay, so he's cruising here, and we can see a little bit of emaciation, right? This is loose skin from the weight that he's lost. But he's gonna gain it back quick. I'm not too worried at all.
Did you just run here this morning?
Yeah, I biked. I got dressed so fast. I almost biked here just holding a frozen mouse in my fist, but I decided to put it in a plastic bag.
I was dead asleep when you rang my doorbell. But it was also like Christmas. Like I woke up this morning at 7, but I'd gone to bed at 3 the night before. But I checked my phone to see if you were awake and had gotten my messages yet, and then it was like I would go back to bed until I would wake up again a couple hours later and then see if you had seen it yet.
Just you were excited to see my reaction. Yeah. Did you spend the last 8 to 9 months in a dark cave and now you're overstimulated and everything's new and exciting? And you're periscoping to see as much as you can?
Hello, Snacc. We missed you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, buddy.
When I had the song stuck in my head when he first went missing for so long, wish Snaccy, come back. You can blame it all on me. There was something in everything about you.
All right, YouTube, there you have it. The light of my life is back in my life, and it feels good. Let me know in the comments if you have a story about a snake escaping and whether you got it back or not. I want to mention that all snakes are notorious escape artists when kept in captivity. Something you got to be very cautious about. I failed as a responsible pet owner to weigh down the lid on his thing. If I'd done just a bit more research on the actual receptacle I was using, I probably would have found forum posts about snakes being able to pop these things open. If you like this video, shoot me a thumbs up. Like I said, give me a comment if you have something to add to the discussion. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I know this was an emotionally charged video. This is only the beginning, you know? I'm not gonna have more miracles like this every day, but I've got lots of animals. I know lots of people with lots of animals, and I've got a fair bit of know-how myself. So it's definitely worth checking out the channel with the content that is up there now, and there's only more great content coming down the pipe. This is Hoi Noi TV. I'm your boy Hoi Noi, signing off. This is Snacc the snake, 3-year-old ball python who was missing for between 8 and 9 months and is now back and better than ever. Thanks for watching. I know this was a long one. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. It's a day I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. For anybody else who's lost a reptile, I hope it comes back to you, you know? They say if you love something, set it free. No, they don't say that. Not in this situation. Anyway, peace out.
Spend all my nights going out on the town. Get you off of my mind. Start again. Trying to forget you is just a waste of time. Snacky, come back. Even a fool could see there was something in everything about you. Snacky, come back. You can put it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you.